You know, my granddaddy used to say, a man who stores his gasoline in a water jug is a man who's gonna have a very spicy drink one day. I opened up one of Jimbo's models earlier to run some automation. I asked him, Jimbo, which dimension is the width? He told me, oh, that's D3 at Sketch4_copy1. I nearly threw him out the window. If you're gonna use DriveWorks, you cannot rely on the default name SolidWorks gives your dimensions. It's like trying to find a specific 10mm socket in a pile of mud. Today, we're doing the prep work. We're gonna learn how to name our dimensions properly and how to capture our model in DriveWorks Express so the software knows what it's looking at. Let's get to work.
If you can't machine it, don't draw the line. We don't waste hours on a bad design. No smoke, no mirrors, no fancy switches. Designed for the build with whistle britches.
All right, here we have a heavy-duty shop table. Simple and rugged. This bad boy will be our guinea pig. Now, before we even touch the DriveWorks button, we gotta fix these mystery meat dimensions. Look at this gibberish. D1 at Sketch1, D2 at Sketch1. It looks like a comic book character stubbed his toe. Just a string of @ and $ and exclamation mark symbols. Worst case scenario, the IT department scans your computer, sees all those symbols, and thinks you've been secretly cursing out the server. It's unprofessional, and frankly, it hurts my eyes. And while we're on the subject of naming conventions, let me give you rookies a piece of life-saving advice. When you abbreviate the word assembly on a drawing or a file name, for the love of Pete, do not forget the Y. I have seen too many files named main_as sent to the shop floor. The welders will see it, they will laugh at you, and they will never let you live it down. Put the Y in the ASSY, folks. Keep it clean. Now that we've avoided that HR violation, let's fix this table. First off, we select the length dimension. See where it says D1? We change that to table length. No spaces, keep it simple. We do the same for the width and rename it table width. Now for the legs. We find the height dimension and name it leg height. Since all 4 legs are the same file, we only got to do this once. Now that our house is in order, let's fire up the engine. Now you can find the DriveWorks Express wizard by selecting the Evaluate tab. If it's your first time launching the DriveWorks wizard, you'll have to activate it. Just follow the link the dialog box provides to go get your product code. Okay, now the first thing it's going to ask you to do is create a database. Don't let the word database scare you. Just think of it as a file where DriveWorks saves your homework. We'll just name our file Shop Table Project. We now need to select the model we want to create the project from. Since we have our table assembly open, we'll just select the Use Open Model button. Now you'll see our table assembly in the Captured Models window. Now if we select the Captured Assembly structure, we can select any other components we want to drive features and dimensions for. DriveWorks is now looking at our table, but it doesn't know what we want to change yet. We have to tell it. Let's check those boxes beside tabletop and leg. All right, now go back to the Capture Models tab to see the full tree of capture models. Now that we have the models captured, we need to capture some of our dimensions within the parts. We can do that by either opening the part the conventional way, or we can simply double-click on a part from the tree here in the DriveWorks Express panel. So go ahead and double-click on Tabletop. Now that we have our tabletop part open, we're ready to capture the length and width dimensions. So, go over to the Dimensions and Features window in the DriveWorks Express panel and click on it. Now double-click on the tabletop in the Graphics area to wake up the feature dimensions. Now simply click on the length dimension. Boom, it's on the list. Okay, now double-click the tabletop again. Now select the width dimension. Boom! Now the width dimension is also on the list of captured dimensions. Alright, now let's go back to the captured models window and double click on the leg part to open it. Go back to your dimensions and features window. Now back to the graphics area and double click the leg to wake up the feature dimensions. Okay, now find that height dimension and click it. Boom! Now our leg height dimension is on the list of captured dimensions for the leg. We can also capture features, but we'll save that for a later lesson. We have now officially captured the crime scene. DriveWorks knows the model, and it knows which dimensions we plan to wiggle. And that's the setup. It ain't flashy, it ain't explosive, but ask any carpenter, measure twice, cut once. Or in Jimbo's case, calculate the hypotenuse using imaginary numbers, get confused, and then ask me to cut it. Now this is a really simple example, but on a larger project, if you don't do the prep work and rename your features and dimensions to something you'll easily recognize, your captured dimensions and features list will look like robot sneeze instead of English. Now, there is another way to name those captured features and dimensions, and you may have eyeballed it already. I'll show you that when we capture a feature or two in the next lesson. Now we have our dimensions named and captured. The robot is listening. In the next video, we're going to give the robot a brain. We're going to build a form so we can type in 8-foot workbench and watch the magic happen. Alright now, y'all take care, and I'll catch you in the shop next time. If you learned something today, or if you just want to see what Jimbo breaks next, hit that subscribe button. It helps us keep the lights on. Got a question about something we did a poor job explaining? Drop a comment and we'll take a stab at addressing it. Now, go build something.